Hello you guys, welcome back to another video on this channel. If you guys already read the title, y'all already know where this is going. I decided to give you guys the gift of another unpopular opinions. Bring unpopular opinions back immediately. Immediately. But not for real. Some of you guys have told me my unpopular opinions are some of your faves, and I feel like that's just because I'm so real and the opinions are right. But this may or may not be the last video until Christmas, so happy holidays. I hope everybody gets everything they want, has is in good company and stuff. But yeah, I had a podcast episode planned, but then I like a few ideas popped in my head, and I was like, wait, I think I'd rather talk some shit. So I thought, why not? Let's get on right into it. So this first one, I feel like if you watch my videos, you probably already know where this is going. Ghosting. Big topic on the internet, right? You talk about it with your friends, with people you know in real life, and then there's this whole internet discourse where it's like, is there reasons for ghosting? Like, some people are like, there's never a reason to go. Some people are like, I don't care. I be seeing therapists and psychologists who be having TikTok breaking it down. And my thing is this. Me right here, Big Alicia, if this is not your first video, baby, I'm an over communicator. I over communicate to, whether it's a new talking stage, whether it's my man already, like just in everything. I'm always going to tell people how I feel. And if you would ask me at first, do I think ghosting is okay? I would say no, absolutely not. But if you ask me, I can count on probably a hand how many times I've ghosted people. In most cases, I will tell people like, this threw me off. I didn't like this. I don't like how this went. And this is why. I give people a 5-page essay and I describe everything. And most of the time, when something bothers me, when I'm trying to date someone, I bring it up to see like how it's gonna go. I don't bring it up normally immediately like, but then I realize, and I thought to myself, low key, when I do have something where it's like, oh yeah, that is immediately like, I'm not even here for the conversation if we could talk it out. I'm like, when it's like that, I actually I've ghosted someone. But here's what I have a story time on this, y'all. The OGs remember. This was only a couple months ago. I'll put it right here. Watch the story time to see how it built up. But I was talking to this guy. It was going good. Like, I thought he was handsome. He was tall. Like, um, it was just good conversation, but all texting at first, right? We met on a dating app. And then we had a phone call. We had a phone call, y'all. This is why you just let these men talk. So, this is a man. This is a black man who, as you know, Big Alicia, we big pro black over here, big LGBTQ, big pro, like everything here, okay? And so I naturally kind of lean into those topics about the world because I care. I start talking to him about stuff like that. I'm kind of like, mm, uh? As some of the stuff he's saying, this is a black man, mind you. He's saying these things that are like, I said, who did you vote for? He paused. He had a long pause. Why are you pausing, baby? Be proud. This nigga said Donald Trump.
It's yeah, it's
You heard it right here, guys. A black man who voted. But like I explained in the video too, black, mixed, white mother. Not saying all y'all are like that, but
Maybe your father didn't spend enough time with you. Maybe your mother didn't spend enough time.
but literally this man is on here. He's like, but so I'm like saying stuff back. He's trying to explain why he did and like why I should chill and like his thought process. Like he's really trying to mansplain why that was okay and why he chose it and why he stands on that. Y'all, he's talking to me. I block him on Instagram, I block him on the dating app, and then I hang up the phone call and I block his number. Because what are we like that? That is so valid. Like, I don't need to give you any explanation. Like, first of all, my reaction already showed that I wasn't okay with it, but I don't need to give a who voted for that an explanation, and especially another black person, you dummy. So, in conclusion, do I think most of the time it's good to talk to people, especially in a world where people are so sensitive and we take a lot of things personally? I like to explain where I'm coming from a lot of times, even to bitches that don't deserve it. But there's some things like that where that was totally warranted. I don't need to tell you, like, you deserve that ghost. Like, it makes me smile when I think about ghosting that man. Next. Okay. This next one, I hope my girlies hear me out. I'm women first, okay? But I feel like this might ruffle some girls the wrong way, which I hate to ever do on this channel, right? But okay, next, I want to talk about age gaps in dating in general, but specifically for women. So, like, I'm one of those girls where if it's not hurting anybody, or like yourself, I don't care. I'm not one of those girls that's gonna be like, oh my god, she's so insecure because she has this boundary for her man. She's so like she really makes her man do that. She really made her man do that. I don't give. Like, it's not my relationship, babes. Like, if the queens do what they want to do, this is their bar, and that's what they want. Why would I care or judge them? Like I said, if they're not hurting anybody. Like, I hate girls who be like, oh, girls like that are so insecure. I let my man, okay, bitch, then you let your man go do that. Like, good thing he's not mine because he would never be mine, right? I'm one of those girls, you go, girl. Big mama.
No kids, waiting for the right nigga.
Okay, I'm sorry. And if you guys are new to this channel, at the beginning of this year is the first time I dated someone who was older than me. Speaking of age gaps, right? He was 5 years older than me. Every other person I've dated was literally super close in age with me, like always born the same year. And I just naturally like gravitated towards that. I did not like the dynamic of being with an older man. I would date someone 5 years older again. I feel like that's not bad. But that's probably the highest I'd want to go. And also, it's not always just age gap relationships in general. Sometimes it's just the man, right? So, like I said, I would I really want to go 5 years, more than 5 years above? No. So you know how a lot of girls, right, are like, I like my men older. Like, I remember this one influencer I like. I think she was like 23 or 24, talking about how, like, yeah, like I was just with like a 40. Okay, girl. Like, there's a lot of girls who are like, yes, I love a divorced man with a gray beard. Like, I love somebody's ex-husband. I love like somebody's that. Like, I see jokes and I see women doing that. And again, power to you, queen. But like, something I specifically think of, although like I don't think I'd ever want to do that or want that, I think of myself, like I said, as someone for the girls, for women's empowerment and all that. Sometimes I look at like age gaps that are that gigantic in like other girls, and I'm just like, I feel like, in the sense of like, me being girl power, girl boss, and not like, I feel like dating someone that old, I feel like is not really a match for like a girl power girl. Because it's like, really? What does a man who is that old, who like has a kid your age, think of you? You know what I'm saying? It's just like a man like that, like an age gap that's like above 10 years, especially when you're as young as me, when you're 23, and they're like old gray, like 15, 20 years older than you. It's like, how am I girl boss, girl power? Like, how would that be a match for me when there's obviously some predatory nature in that? Right? Like, some people argue and are like, well, men like that aren't predatory because like you're an adult, you go to the bar and stuff, but like dating someone that young, like, bitch, what are you talking about? You were in college when I was born. Yeah. It's just like, I feel like a man who would date someone that young, there has to be some kind of predatory nature in that. Like, I just feel like it's just, It's just like, as much as a man could be like, oh, I'm girl boss too and I'm girl power too, it's like, you could not be my match if you are willing to date someone as young as me. Like, there is some nature in you. I don't know. Like, I just can't get over it. Like, I just feel like that is so strange. And like, there's levels to it, right? Because let's see, like I say, like a gigantic age gap, like 15 years, if it's like 45 and 60, that's like really different, you know? Like, you guys probably have kids, but that's what I'm saying. Like, me being 23 and someone like 40 wanting a piece of this, especially with like how young I look. I don't know how I look to you guys, but people in real life mistake me for a teenager all the time. Like, I would go to my little brother's basketball games and they would be like, student discount, like high school student discount. And I would just lie and say yes, so I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I just feel like some girls don't see it that way, as in being two consenting adults. But I'm just like, some age gaps that are that big, it's just like there is some inkling of a predatory nature that you would even be interested in me. Like, okay, you're a single old man and like, oh, she's very pretty, but like, you're dating me and I'm like the same age as your daughter, and you think there's nothing predatory about you. I don't know about that. I don't know. I just want better for girls. Again, I'm not like telling any woman what to do or looking down on women who that's their little, you know. But I don't know. I feel protective of women like that because I feel like there's always a hint of something. But age gaps in general too. Like, I really hate how overlooked age gaps are for men, especially in the media, and how they treat young black men when it comes to the conversation of age gaps. Like, y'all, I think we're like the same age, or I'm like a little bit older than him. But y'all, I literally remember when I was in high school and it was like all over the news that like, or not the news, but like the media, that it was like when NLE, the rapper, was coming up. Um and how he was having a baby and someone was pregnant, and like we were like 16 and his baby mama was like a 21-year-old. And I had no one to talk about this with. Everybody was just like, that's crazy, bro. It's got to be a dad. 16 and 21. 16 and 21. I don't like, she should be in jail. She should be in jail. She should be ashamed. Like, I think it's like literally disgusting how in the media we see over and over again how like black men that are affected by predatory women are often overlooked because of the success or the amount of money they have. Like, that shit will never ever sit right with me. It's gross. I think that behavior is gross on both sides, but that's what I had to get into. Okay, this next one I know is bound to ruffle some feathers. If you guys, if I'm my face is not new from TikTok or Instagram, or even sometimes I mention it on YouTube, you already know this ain't new. So I'm an atheist, agnostic girl. I grew up Christian loosely. I didn't have like heavy parents beating it into me. I have a non-religious dad, a Christian mom. So it was real chill vibes, right? I decided that I don't believe in this at like 18. And you know, when people want to fight me on the internet, they're like, "Oh, she just has she just has religious trauma. She'll find her way back, blah blah." I don't have any trauma. I just literally, all you got to do is ask questions and think about it. And I thought that it didn't make sense. And here I am now. And I also hate, yes, hate is a strong word. I hate the history and what it has done to my people. And yeah, you shouldn't have anything else to say to that if you know what I'm talking about. So, as a girl who makes content about deconstructing religion, especially in my community, the black community, my opinion on this is, a lot of times people argue with me, or even in current events in the world, you know, like Israel versus Palestine, critiquing slash questioning of faith is not being anti it. People love to throw that, oh my God, like she's so mean. Like, people are like, that must mean you're anti this. Like, y'all see in what I just said in versus Palestine, right? Um, people say they're pro-Palestine and they criticize Israel and they're like, oh my God, they're anti. Who said that? Who said that? No, I'm not. And another example I see a lot of people say this on is like when people deconstruct or talk about the inconsistencies in Islam, because that is a religion that I feel like, I'm sorry, y'all. As an ex-Christian, a lot of Christians want to be oppressed so bad, right? Like I often get people in that religion commenting on my videos and being like, they be like, why are you guys always talking about us? Like it's always about us. Like they never criticize other faiths. Well, one, because you guys are the majority, and especially in the US. Two, yeah, so you're the most popular, you're the majority, and I feel like for my community, you're one of the most dangerous ones that has caused harm, right? So I'm like, this is why I speak on these things. Like a lot of times religious people talk to me as someone who's deconstructed and they're like, for someone who's not religious, like you seem to be talking about it a lot. First of all, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about, but two, I especially can talk about things that have harmed my community for hundreds of years. Yes, I can break it down and break down how it affects my community to this day and how it even got to my community through violence, all colonization, all these things. Yes, I can talk about it, right? But like I said, when people saying that like, oh, you're anti this if you question it or critique it, I see this a lot, like I said, when people critique Islam. And like I said, when I said a lot of times Christians, not all, again, to anybody watching this, I have Christian friends. I have chill Christians around me. Not all of you guys act like this, but a lot of y'all do on the internet, right? I literally seen this video where people were saying a lot of times when it comes to deconstructing and criticizing religion, a lot of people kind of feel like Islam is like off limits because a lot of times you're quick to be called like anti it, because that is a religion that, especially in the history of the US, we have seen people being treated differently or being sought after or being hate crimed for being Muslim, right? This is a real thing. This is real violence and hate that people in that religion get that is not warranted, that you if you act like that towards people who are Muslim. So in any religion, I would never endorse people to hate crime or like disturb their existence or anything like that, because nobody deserves that for what they believe in, unless they're spreading hate. But no, like that's not what I wish on those communities. However, yes, if I want to break down the issues and the harm that specifically Abrahamic religions have caused on my community, but communities all over the world, um, yes, I can. And yes, that doesn't make me anti-Christian. That doesn't make me anti-Muslim. That doesn't, it means I'm questioning it. I'm stating the facts. I'm stating the harm. Where do you get that anti from? Where do you get that anti from? Like, it's like the same thing in my community. I critique my community all the time. The black community is extremely, extremely homophobic, transphobic. Y'all need to get better. If you're a black person who has those beliefs, I don't want to see your face. I don't want to see you supporting me. Because one, intersectionality, queer and trans people are in our community. They're in our community. You're literally hating on people in your community. And also, who fucking cares? What do you mean you don't think they should have rights? Can you like focus on something else? Like that's really your focus? Like it's so stupid. I critique that part of my community so often because I'm so sick of it. And I'm so sick of queer people, especially queer black people, having to deal with that and having to deal with not feeling safe. And guess what? I'm still pro black. I still love my community. I still want education and elevation for all of us. But yes, I'm gonna still critique shit, right? And I maybe that's a bad example because I am a black woman, so it's my community. But yeah, when it comes to religions, just because I'm critiquing, so to say, a belief that's not mine or not mine anymore, doesn't mean I'm anti. Like I said, especially as a black woman, I can definitely critique something that has caused harm to my community and communities of color whenever I want. Like y'all y'all not gonna make me believe I'm anti for that. Like what? Like what? Even when I was a Christian, like I said, I was a chill one. I still I was never one of those Christians with hard beliefs, hardcore hateful beliefs. I don't know, like I just feel like that sentiment is so stupid. Like actually I can talk about whatever I want to talk about that causes harm. That's caused sides and colonization and erasure of culture. Like what? Yeah, I can talk about that. I can talk about that. Like I literally was gonna make a video today where I'm like, why do black and people of color they hate colonization and our and like the history of that, rightfully so bad. They hate everything about it except the religion they got.
Clock it. Stole the flag.
Like I said, and even though in the religions, like a lot of times I am thinking about Christianity because that's how I grew up and that's the one I'm most knowledgeable about. And like I said, the biggest one. Like I said, there was literally Muslim colonization on African countries too that caused harm and culture erasure. Like, yeah, I can talk about all of that. I can talk about all of them if I want. I can talk, yes, yes, I can. That doesn't make me anti anything. Next. Anyways, y'all, I feel like I kind of just went bar for bar. Like, unpopular opinions, I still be trying to be funny, but some shit's really not funny. Like, the state of this country is really not funny. Like, we really gotta wake it up. We really gotta wake it up. Religion ties to that too. Okay, but I kind of want to end off on a stupid one that I didn't even write down. Because I meant to make this on TikTok, but why not just throw it in the video? Unpopular opinion. I feel like this one's pretty split. I had a little holiday one in because it's a couple days till Christmas. Eggnog is nasty. Why? Why are we? Why are we excited for that every December? If you invite me to a holiday party, if you invite me over for a holiday, do not ever ask me, do you want a cup of eggnog? It's just like how some of y'all be calling milk nasty and like, oh, I literally can't drink milk, but you could drink that. Guys, guys, are we for serious? Are we for serious? Like, I don't know what it is, y'all. I literally feel like I tried it once in my life as a kid because again, you see it in movies and it's like, oh, like, well, I just remember even the smell and then the taste was just like, I feel like this one could be pretty torn. Like a lot of people mess with it, but I feel like I've heard other people think that it's disgusting too. So I guess you guys can let me know down in the comments. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for listening to another video. I hope you guys enjoyed my silly little serious little unpopular opinions because I like to talk shit and you know I'm gonna keep them coming. But anyways, thank you guys for making it to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Maybe before Christmas, maybe not. We'll see how busy it gets. But okay, bye.